Hey, how's everybody doing today? So today what I want to do is I want to tell you guys what the best bike mount is, in my opinion, okay? Now I have had quite a few of these bike mounts, and I'm going to give you the reasons why I think these ones are the best, okay? Now it is going to depend on like what kind of phone you have, but majority of the phones, these will work perfectly fine. For the phones that won't work with these, you're going to have to use the ones, well, I really don't care for, I really don't like recommend, but I mean, all of these will still work, as long as you're not going over like very like rough terrain and stuff like that. Like this is just your phone is just held by a clamp. This one here is just a plastic piece, but they have all kinds of different contraptions with all these like different ones. Some of them don't have like swivel. You can't swivel it like that, but you can only swivel it only 360 degrees like this. This is all this does. Okay, you can't turn it any other way. And so let me just show you the ones that I do recommend first, and then we'll go over some of the bad ones and why I think they're not so great. But some of you may have to get the ones that I don't recommend because depending on like what kind of phone you have, basically depends on like where your buttons are at on the side here. For example, this is a Nexus 6P here, and the thing is, I can't use this phone on any of these ones that I recommend, and it's because you have the buttons here basically in the middle of the phone. You can see the volume rockers and the power button is right here. So there's a big area in the middle where I can't put a clamp on there. So I would have to go with something else. Like this right here sits like really low. It doesn't sit like near the middle of the phone. And also all these other ones, even this one here, this cheaper one, this basically this bracket, this will work too, because basically this one will go over. It won't actually touch the volume rocker or the power button because it sits directly on the sides of it. Okay. So, anyways, so these four here I recommend. Okay, and I'll put the names down below. I don't remember really what the names are, but I always prefer the ones that have the bands here, like the spider bands. You can see here. Now the thing is, between these four that I recommend is actually they're all different name brands, but these two are exactly the same. Okay, the only thing that's different is the brand name, and the price is a little bit, it's off, maybe $2 or $3 difference. The same with this one too. These are both exactly the same make, everything except the brand is different. That's the only difference, and there is a slight price difference as well. Okay, and all of these will do this. Okay, they all have the bands on it, and they'll all swivel 360 degrees, but they'll also do this. So you can do this as well. And of course you can like lock it in place. And this is great, especially for you like Pokemon players that like ride your bike with this. But anyways, you can tighten this up where basically it doesn't move, or you can loosen it like a little bit. And now you can like move it. It's a little bit harder, but you can still move it in any direction like this. And of course, again, you can swivel it all the way around. Okay? So let me go ahead and take these off. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so again, these two are exactly the same, and basically this is what it looks like. Okay, so you have a piece here that comes off, and you have like different like levels here depending on how thick your handlebar is. And you can put this on a motorcycle. You can even put this on like a baby stroller or something like that too. So you have like different levels depending on how thick the bar is. You put it up there, and then you have this screw right here. You just simply put it in there. You want to lock it in place, and it does have the grip inside here too. There is grip in here. Basically, it's like a non-slip grip, so it's going to stay in on your handlebar. It's not going to like slide on your handlebar. And then let me just take this phone off. This is an iPhone 6, by the way. I do have like a case on this too. You can see. So let me just take this off. Oh, one more thing I want to mention too. With this one here, if you want to use the backside camera, like if you use the backside camera like an iPhone, as long as it's on the top left-hand corner, right-hand corner, it's fine. But if you have a phone where the camera is like on the top middle, you're not going to be able to use this one. Because I already have this one on. But you can see this one here. You can see how the band covers the back camera. Even if you put it over here, it's still going to cover. You're going to still see some of the orange on there. Okay, so that's the only thing. You're not going to be able to use your backside camera if you use one of these two. But these two you can use. You see this one here is no problem if it's in the middle or it's on the side. So these ones here on the side, you can use any phone, just about any phone. Okay, even if you have the camera like on the top middle, or on the left or the top right hand side, it's going to be no problem. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you what this contraption looks like. So basically, it's a clip. It's this bracket. It's a spring bracket here. You can see, and here is the web right here. Basically, this is just like a silicone, just like a rubber band. And if you want to put a phone in here, you just grab it like this, just like that. Just put it in there, and then you just want to put the bands like around it, just like that. And of course, even a iPhone 6 Plus or 6S Plus or 7 Plus, it's going to fit in here, no problem. Okay, and it's quite sturdy. And again, remember, if you have a camera, if you want to use the backside camera and your camera's like on the top middle, then I don't recommend either of these two. Okay, now let me go ahead and move over here. And these two are exactly the same as well. All right, this one's just held by a clamp here. Let me like take that off. So now these ones are like a little bit different. Now this is perfectly fine. Okay, if you have the camera like in the middle, like I said, the top middle, or in the left or right hand side, the iPhones will fit on here as well. Even if you have a big phone, if you have like a Note 7 or like an iPhone 6 Plus, 6S Plus, even an iPhone 7 Plus, it's going to be perfectly fine. But if you have like a Nexus 6P where you have the volume rockers, and the power button is like on the right hand side, so you can't like put any of these clamps like anywhere under. It's going to hit like one of those buttons on there, so you're not going to be able to use like a Nexus 6 Plus. Okay, so anyways, on this right here, this is a Samsung Galaxy S7. You can see it's perfect. It's perfect on here. And this one here is a clamp. Okay, like these ones here, it goes around. Basically, it locks around the whole entire bar. This one here are just clamps. Okay, but these are quite sturdy. Again, these down here have the same thing. They're like non-slip grip here. And so let me go ahead and take this off. Simply just take it off. You just take the bands off, just like that. And these clamps are spring as well. So let me just move this out. And okay, this one here is by Chotech. Okay, and this is the same exact one as this one, except I think this one's like a few dollars more. Actually, the prices have dropped at all these. When I originally got these, the prices were like 50% more, and the prices like dropped because there's so many like brands out coming now, these like bike mounts. Okay, so anyways, here's the spring clamps here. You know, large phones will fit on here, no problem. And of course, if I loosen this up too, you'll be able to move this in this direction. Of course, you can do 360 just like all the ones that I recommend. So let me go ahead and put the phone back on here. Simply, you want to put the phone on, you just put it in like that, just like that. Grab the top, put the top bands on, and then grab the bottom, just like that, and bam, you're like ready to rock and roll. And of course, if I loosen this up a little bit, now you can swivel it basically any way you want. If you want to really like lock it in place, if you're really going to go over some like rough terrain, then you can do that as well. You can go ahead and tie it down where you can barely move this. And I'll put all the links down below in the description. I got them, all these on like Amazon. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just comment below. And that's pretty much it for this video. All right, thanks, bye.